Hey, what's up guys? I'm back with another video. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lungile Mayindi, and I usually vlog about filmmaking tips, tricks, and tips. And today's video, I'm gonna talk about things that you need to know if you're about to or want to attend your first film market. So I recently went to like a film market, an African film market called Discop Africa in Sandton, Johannesburg a few days ago. And ever since I went, a whole bunch of my friends have been texting me, asking me like, how was it? What was the experience? You know, basically that's why I decided to make this video. And cool. And before I get into it, please hit that subscribe button to get more videos like this, if you like the content on my channel, and so I can keep making more videos. And drop a comment if you like this video. Tell me what you think. Maybe you've went to a film market, or maybe you haven't and you have a few questions. Drop them below in the comment section. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. Okay, cool. Let's get into it. So I went to my first film market a few days ago, and this was at Discop Africa. And most of my friends were asking me like, what was the experience like? And the biggest thing on the top of my mind was like, it's hectic, it's crazy. Like, it was a crazy experience, but a worthwhile experience. So first of all, I think what you need to do about a market, basically do research about a market, see if it fits your film, if you're trying to get financing or sell your film or web series or TV show. So do research about the market, see what type of companies go there, how to get there, and obviously if it's in your town or not a different city, try to find out what the prices are. What I did wrong is I didn't buy an early bird ticket, and because markets are really fucking like expensive. So I spent like almost 4K buying a ticket, 4K in rands, and they usually have early bird tickets, and I should have bought that because that would have been like a quarter of that money. So always check if there's early bird tickets and then buy cheaper sooner than later, because you can save money. And second of all, I think what's cool with these markets, you get to meet all these different brands and companies, from Sony to AE Networks, like the really big channels. And there's also big companies. So what happens is, for instance, let me talk about Discop markets as best as I know, because that's the market that I attend. So basically, there is a section, once you've bought a ticket, there's a section called meetings on demand. So basically there, it's like a platform for you to meet people from different companies. And what's nice about it, you can request a meeting through this meetings on demand platform way before you go to the market. And also through the Discop market, their database, you can see which companies are going to be attending the market, whether it's a channel or a broadcaster or whatever it is, or a producer. So this platform is really cool because you get to find companies that you think would like your project, and then what's nice is there's information on the MOD platform, and you can research and see what type of content they're looking for, whether it's home channel or lifestyle or music channel. You can go and do research about, because it's really important to do research to see if they'll fit. You can't just pitch your project to anyone or your film to anyone. So it's a really good thing. It's a really great platform, because also the chances of you getting a meeting with these people, it's like very slim in the outside world. But at the Discop, which is Discop market, which is literally made for marketing, selling, and producing content. There's a lot of people buying content, there's a lot of people selling content. Everyone there is there to buy and sell. So that is the crazy part of it, you know. But yeah, so some markets have an MOD platform where you can email the producers from a broadcaster or the brand managers or whoever way before the market, and then you prepare for your pitch to pitch your project. Okay, cool. And when it comes to pitching, you don't really have a lot of time when you're pitching your project, so you have to be prepared down to the T. So when I mean prepared, the best research that I've found is that you need to have a one sheet. So a one sheet is like a one pager about your film or your project. It's one page, you can have pictures and text, but then you're not gonna give it to, you can give it to the person that you're pitching to if you do get a meeting, but usually you have to pitch it. You can give them the paper and pitch it to them. So usually the one sheet is just like a quick synopsis of the project. It's got maybe the stars that you already have, or the actors or the crew that you have, the budget, the deadline, all that stuff. And all of this, once you get that meeting, you have 3 minutes to sell your project. Because remember, they're trying to buy content or concepts or whatever, or they're trying to buy scripts, and they don't really have a lot of time to listen to you blabber on about your concept. So 3 minutes, you tell them what your concept is, and then you wait for them to ask you questions like, what's your budget? What kind of work have you worked on? Can I see your show reel? And then the main key of that first meeting is to try and get a second meeting. That is key, because you need to have a goal of what you want to get out of a meeting. And also, you don't want to waste the other person's time. You also want to dress appropriately, be formal, be professional, or smart casual, whichever way you prefer. But just make sure that you make a very good first impression, because first impressions last, as we all know. So that was like one of the craziest parts of it. I mean, maybe in terms of a one sheet, I will attach like an example of what a one sheet looks like. So it's I'll put a link in this video, and a link you can download it from like Dropbox, a Dropbox link, and you can download like an example of a one sheet, and you see how you can put your film in a one pager to go pitch. You know, another thing that I learned from the Discop market is that filmmaking is a business, dude. Like, you know, I always come across into filmmaking as a creative. Like, I want to tell stories. I like horror movies. I like thrillers and sci-fi. But at the end of the day, what I realized is that making movies is a business. And when I got there, they were like stalls for days from different channels, busy selling content. They're trying to license it, or you can buy the rights. So what I learned from it is like, if you make a movie, whether you haven't produced it or you've produced a whole movie, you need to have a finance plan of how you're gonna make that money back. And one of the most shocking things that I've learned is that some channels pay you like $100 per hour for content to license it, and that's not really a lot. That's like almost like 1,000 rand in, you know, South African rands. And like, imagine giving your movie that you worked on and you paid a lot of money, maybe like 50K or whatever, however much you spent, and then to license that movie costs like $100. This is obviously like the lowest amount, you know, that you can possibly get. But that just shocked me, that like, dude, how can someone pay $100 an hour per content to license my content? And this is non-exclusive. So if you sold the finished film to that broadcaster, they would give you $100. So maybe your movie's to us, so you get $200, which is like what, 2,000 rand. And if you've already produced something, you want to make money, you know. So it's like, okay, now you need to license your movie with different broadcasters. But then how many broadcasters are you gonna license it with? And when are you gonna break even from how much money you make the film with? So it's something that I learned, that like, yo, I need to have my financing skills unlocked. I need to know how much I'm making my movie for, how much I'm selling it for. And because I don't want to just make movies and not make money. But it was a really like mind-blowing experience for me to learn that, oh shit, licensing costs that much. And like, you know, that's how all these different big TV series and movies make money, by licensing their products. You know, look at Game of Thrones. I'm sure their licensing Game of Thrones is not really that cheap, because it's a high quality production, and it's also it's very big. Like it's got like worldwide fans. So obviously that's probably how HBO makes money from it, and obviously all the merch that they sell and all these other things. So it was a good learning experience. And I think, the biggest thing also that I learned is that you always have to have a business cards, like lots of them, because markets are like networking fucking paradise. Like the people that you will meet there, it's like people that you would never really meet like in everyday life, and you want to hand out as many business cards as possible, meet as many people as possible, and build relationships. And that's what I've learned. I met so many people and I got so many business cards, but I didn't have any business cards, so I felt like a little bit of a bum and unprofessional because I didn't have business cards. So I think that was one key takeaway, is that like you need to have your shit locked down, have your one sheets, have your budgets on your one sheets, have your deadline for the project, how long it will take to make, you know, or already have a schedule, a mini schedule of like, this film will take this long to make, or if it's a finished film, this is what stage I'm at. I mean, post-production, or I'm finished, or I'm still mixing. Just know all those details, because they want to know and they want to sell. And broadcasters need a lot of content more than ever. Plus, one of the things that I realized is that there's more video on demand platforms than ever. Just right here in Africa, there are so many, and they're all looking for content. And every channel is practically turning into having a VOD platform. So everyone needs content. So this is a big opportunities for independent filmmakers, people trying to sell their movies. But the key is just like getting out there, building those relationships, and meeting more people. And for me, my biggest learn is that I'm going to take away from my experience is that I need to, like, obviously print my business cards, keep making my one sheets, trying to get those meetings at the markets, buying an early bird ticket so that I can attend. And also I want to go to different markets so I can meet different people, because I've met so many producers and financiers and sales guys, distributors, and I feel like I need to meet more so I can learn better how to sell my films, make more relationships, you know, and also, yeah, and just to learn more. And there was a lot of, there's also talks at these markets, so like workshops where like industry giants will talk about how this is the type of content we want, this is where content distribution is going, this is where content trends are. And it's very interesting to like listen to all of them talk and listen to how all these things work and learn and grow, because as you're making movies and getting more into the business, if you're starting out, it's like a never-ending journey. You know, there were talks about co-production models with other countries. If you want to make a co-production with like Canada or France or Turkey, you know, these things are like opportunities to finance your film. And learning about these co-production treaties is like it's a very helpful tool, because you don't want to limit yourself to selling your content to your local broadcasters only. There's so much more. It's such a bigger world, and there's an opportunity to really meet a lot of people, to travel, to do a lot of great things. So I feel like it is a worthwhile experience to attend the film market and see how things are done, and also try to sell your content. If you have a finished film, it's like one of the good places to sell your film. You know, have a poster, and you can even set up a store if you want, but that's pretty pricey though. But you know, like the opportunity to meet so many people and grow in your filmmaking career, and the networks that you can have, is like, it's mind-blowing. So I hope this is like helpful to you guys. If you have any more questions, please drop comments below, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. But I really like sharing my journey and sharing information, because I feel like I feel good when I share information about my filmmaking journey and my hustles, and I hope to learn from you guys too. So until next time, thank you so much for watching, and this has been a vlog about how to attend film markets, what you need to know, how to get prepared, and how to network like a motherfucker and get out there and start making this money and making more movies. And until next time, peace.